Alright, we're back. Um, with a Grandmaster-ish elo game. This time we got some Pyke support, pretty rare. Pretty rare Pyke sighting for me. Um, but the reason why I ended up picking Pyke is um, partially because my AD carry wanted to play Sona this game, but then Sona was banned, so they picked Annie. So I don't know how much I trust that, for one. Um, but the enemy bot lane is Caitlyn Janna, and something to pair with Annie to be able to fight that lane. It kind of only seemed like I could play something like Pyke and just try and like cheese the lane, or just ditch the lane and go roam and let Annie sort of fend for herself at some point. Um, But either way, it seemed like a pretty solid Pyke game for whatever reason sounds best to you guys. But I decided to get a lane ward here just for this reason in particular. I guess they warded this bush, which is not a huge deal to me, but uh, just to get some kind of extra potential advantage in the lane in the first trade, which didn't happen. They had this bush warded, so we just both saw each other, and my hook ended up missing. But just seeing this enemy bot lane level 1, knowing that they're not gonna, like, bush cheese us and immediately get a free trade off or something, is a nice peace of mind. And I get to base go Sweeper. Sweeper is very nice. If we end up getting in a situation where I want bush control, I'll be able to at least try and get it because I can sweep a ward as our lane pushes out, you know? So that's nice. And I'm not really worried about needing a ward for getting ganked or anything. But now, if this bot lane gives me the opportunity, I will throw a hook at them. Like here. Nice. I hit the hook and we end up losing the trade. And he didn't... I think she didn't have any spells up at that particular second. I was charging the hook because the minion was dying in front of Caitlyn, but she backed up in time, so only place left to throw it is at Janna. Okay, let's see. What can we do here? Okay. Something. Not really sure. I'm not even going to throw the Q. I think it's a waste at that point. I don't even think Caitlyn flashed, to be honest. Make sure to ping the bush that they warded. Jeez. They warded that. They used all their wards now. They used 2 wards here, 1 ward here, 1 ward up there. They're all out. Alright. Whoa. Alright, Caitlyn. Your time is over. Okay. Luckily, I have a stack here that I can use on the cannon. I would like to give it to Annie if possible. Nice. The stack just goes over to whoever is most near to the minion, so I wanted to let it walk over to Annie before I hit it. Because it would be very sad for her if it just went to Volibear. It wouldn't be the biggest deal ever, but on the bright side of all of that, we got our playoff onto Caitlyn, and I didn't even need to use Flash, so I'm quite happy about that. Unfortunate. I was on my way top, but Riven just couldn't quite stay alive. Oh, wow, he actually flashes like that. Wow. I played that really nicely, too. I got the EQ, and then... my E to set up a guaranteed Q, and then flashing the E behind him. Super clean, but he just flashed, unfortunately. Very clean and fast combo, but what can you do sometimes? Nice. That's such a shame. And my Ahri ended up flashing to finish the kill. And the guy lived at literally 1 HP after she landed her Q. Just, of course, you know, whatever. Of course that would happen. Okay, I might as well pink this bush. Because my jungler's on the way. This looks like a pretty free kill on Caitlyn to me. Kind of messed up my Q, but it doesn't matter. She has no flash, and she just got hit by the Annie stun. I mean, that's great. I guess really nice by our jungler to go for that. I didn't even really think that the enemy bot lane was in that much danger, but they just got... Annie just walked up to her and stunned her, so it makes it pretty much impossible to mess up at that point. They do have a pink in this bush. I'm going to go clear it before I do anything else. I'm going to place my own ward here. They must have put a pink in there, or something like that. And I am kind of not really trying to force anything. I know Janna's behind the Sylas. Okay. Well, luckily Ignite is OP. I tried to get my Q on the Sylas just real quick to damage burst him, rather than landing the skill shot of it. I was too busy looking top. I wasn't ready for Janna to actually get charmed there. Get my little demolish proc off on the tower there. No way. Are you serious? In that situation, I'm dead. I am so blown away, and my Volibear's dead. I don't even have the words to describe how sad I am at that. I truly cannot believe that. That's what just happened. That's so unbelievable. Yeah, I can't even... I'm trying not to think about it, and it's difficult to not think about. It's just the most insane thing ever. I get revealed by Kate ult, so I don't heal, and then I W into the pink ward here, so I don't heal again before the Janna auto hits me. It's just the most insane thing ever. Sneaking into this bush just to see maybe I could do something, but they're not walking up at all. No idea where Caitlyn is. He just doesn't exist, I guess. What is that? Now they know I have that bush warded right there. Or the Gromp, not the bush. So sad. I know the Janna is obviously expecting me to throw a hook like that, but even still, it is sad. Because it just came so close to hitting her. Okay, nice. Even though they saw me place that ward, it still sees Kayn on the Gromp. Very, very good ward. Okay, nice. Able to sneak by, and he's TP'd back to lane. She's quite strong. She is quite strong. We definitely have the damage to kill either Caitlyn or Janna here. Oh. Oh, I feel like maybe I should have even flashed for that. That's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. What in the world? Nice. I think Janna's gonna end up dying here too. Nice. I think the Caitlyn should be dove. Okay, that looks like a pretty free finish for Ahri. The Jace is on the way. Very, 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 very good stuff. Very good stuff by us three. Insanely good sequence of events. Silas really into there by getting actually hitting me with his E and getting pulled in and chain stunned and insta dying is just so amazing for us. Oh, that's tragic. Very sad to see. I'm kind of prepared for this to end up being a blue Kayn and just having such an unfun time getting blue Kayn ulted. You know, even if it's a red Kayn, I feel like I'm gonna have an unfun time and get one shot by Kayn this game. I'm very afraid of that. Okay. Trying to be very careful with my face checking here. Wow. I guess they didn't have smite there, or Kayn just felt like he didn't need to smite. Okay, got some really solid vision here. This bush being warded is nice by Annie. For now, I don't hate basing just because I can reset my wards and I don't feel like I'm losing a whole lot, because even if I'm around, it's kind of weird for us to poke our heads in here. I feel like it would just be stepping into danger for no real reason. Right now, I'm going to leave Annie to her own devices and make sure that no matter what I do, I'm playing with my Volibear at least. Somebody on the other team was around. Yeah, okay, it was just Janna. I was about to say, somebody hit that rose. I know there's a ward in here. Or no, she replaced it, so there is no ward there. Abusing the most OP item in the game, Umbral Glaive. Where is Caitlyn? That's so crazy, the way that she just walked by like that. Be very careful. Annie is very strong and one-shots people very well, but... Okay. That's so ridiculous. Are you kidding me, bro? What? The fact that I'm dead there is so disgusting. It is truly so disgusting to me. Ah, that's so sad, dude. That's just so sad. That whole everything. The Janna gets hooked and brought to within like 1 HP of being executed. I'm not so sure about that anti-TP, but maybe it's good with Ahri help. So I end up wasting my ulti and then actually end up dying like that even after flashing. Well, surely he's dead, right? Okay, no assist for me on Janna, but really nice hook to burn Jace's flash and set that whole thing up for my team. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Kane. I guess I'll be out of your hair. Dude. Why is he there, dude? They must have this bush warded, and I just don't have Umbral Glaive up, so that I don't know. Ah, it's so crazy. I have empowered recall, and I'm not able to recall in this bush. He's just playing... I don't know. I feel like that's so crazy that he just knows that I'm there. He must have vision. Or he's just insane. Like, he's just too good. Like, it's such a waste of time for him to check that if he doesn't just know. Oh, man. Are you kidding? No. It didn't give it to me. No way, dude. Oh, nice. At least I killed Janna for that. By the way, taking this gives you the Rift Herald Eye, but I went over it right as it disappeared. I mean, this game just sucks, dude. This game just actually sucks. It's been so disappointing for me. I even ended up pulling Kayn out of the wall here to chain him into my ulti, and my ulti misses, even though it's like nearly a hit confirm. I mean, I guess I delayed it by legitimately like like 1 frame, you know, just to make sure that I even hit the hook on him, and that was enough for him to Q out of my ulti and live. Because he would have been executed by it. He was just reaching the execute threshold. Okay, if Jace isn't helping Janna defend this pink, it is my pink. Hello, Jace. Okay. You know what? I guess we actually don't deal damage at all. Dude, if my Q is up, I actually kill Jace too. Where's our damage? I don't think it's winnable. After that, I don't think it's winnable, just straight up. We just 1v3, not 1v3. Obviously Jen is there protecting him, but like mostly 1v3 hooked Jace into Charm into Volibear combo, and he didn't actually even come close to dying. And when I say dying, I mean Pyke execute range. So like, he didn't even come close to like 400 HP, which is crazy. I feel like of course he gets executed there. but it wasn't even really close. It's so crazy, man. Well, Silas obviously isn't alone here. Oh my god. Nice. Janet just walked into the charm there. I like that. This Otacon is one-shotting me, and it is annoying. Okay, I'm sticking around, but I would like to base. The only thing is I don't quite have my item. It's annoying. But I'm close. And the Celestial Opposition Edge of Night combo hopefully will help me be a little tanky into this team. Maybe I should have ended up going Ninja Tabbies, but you're not really playing Pyke for his tankiness anyways. Okay. Got the Ari ult out. Okay, I'm gonna have to flash. What? That's a shame. I was really hoping the minion was gonna die there. I can't believe that. Not only did the Silas barely get out of my execute range when I casted my ulti, he also flashed out of the CC before my ulti hit. Can you even believe that? He was CC'd for like literally no time at all. I personally can hardly believe it. It's really sad because I feel like overall, generally, I've played this game quite well. Definitely not without mistakes, but it's just so over. Like that's kind of the thing with Pyke is if it's not like such a convincing stomp of a game, you are so quick to feel useless. Or I guess the feeling that I get is in order to be even moderately as useful as Shanna, I have to play like out of my mind. Like I have to really outplay. Like this. I have to do really stupid stuff and hope that it works out in order to have the slightest chance of winning. Oh man. I guess I'll walk over. Oh, nice. He flashed my ult even though he was nowhere close to being executed, but he doesn't know that. Nice. I was just using it because it was going to run out. Okay. Let's see. Does this work? Nope, does not work. I would have had to be farther away. Well, my Annie's dead, so I'm just gonna get in this bush and recall. There's no... Oh god. Yeah, I can't contribute here. I don't have anything, bro. Well, it's actually strange. I just pinged my ulti, and it said it was ready, but it wasn't ready. Dude. Are you serious, even? How does my E go literally nowhere there? It should put me so much further to the left or even over this wall. That's so disgusting. What a waste. I could have recalled so many times there, and I feel so bad for my team, but, like, it's just a 4v5. It was just a 4v5, our Annie was dead before anything happened, and my ulti was down, so I can't contribute. Like, I did basically all that I could with creating a diversion by taking the portal and running around. Like, that's as good as I've got it, you know? Uh-oh. It is mega over. Ah, sad. Very sad. I think this is not too bad of a game. Like, I'm not upset about having played it or recording this or anything, but this is exactly how every single Pyke game goes that I have ever played in my life, and is exactly why I don't really play Pyke anymore, because it this champ feels so worthless so immediately in every game. And you can just, like, I don't know, I guess that just means I'm Unk or whatever and am incapable of playing the champ, I guess, but he Ike is just so not worth playing is my feeling on the matter. If you have to be that good on Pyke to get a win, it's not worth it. like my Pyke, hopefully you guys can see, I don't think my Pyke is even that bad or anything. Like, I think it's serviceable. It's not my best champ. I don't play it often enough. I used to be better at it, but did I really even play that game that poorly? No. I think I played that game like pretty decent. Pretty average to above average for the average Pyke, I would say. But man, it felt impossible. There were like plenty of other factors. Nobody was really doing that well in our game. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Pyke is just never leaves a good taste in my mouth personally after playing it. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think. I would like to hear other opinions. I always feel like guilty if I don't pick Pyke in situations like this, because, like, what else am I gonna play to try and win? Like, if this isn't a Pyke game, then I don't know what is, right? But even then, it feels like so bad. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I always appreciate the comments, so let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all next time.